Yeah, buddy. Soak in that picture. I'm confused, but I'm a little aggravated. Blu-ray in the building, salute. First, let me say what's up to the family. Let me put this drink down. A little pissed off. Spurgood Marshall, Steve L. the Mac, Mark Wonderlit, Rod Neal, Tay-Tay, Macados Mac of the South, Woke, Love is the Word. My brother Growth, let me know if you want to link, brother. This article that I'm about to read, because I was watching another live stream today, and the young lady brought something to my attention. And I said, wait a minute, what? And I Googled it, and I said, I can't believe this is really happening. Oh, no doubt, Growth. That's so good. So good. I appreciate you. Wait till you hear this. My brother Yave in the building. Salute. Omega Red. Tay-Tay. Bert, what up? Jason Williams. Salute. Smash the like button. All right, man. Let's get it on, man. Let's get it on. Kyler Duke, salute. Blu-ray, your mic is muted.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. All right, brother. All right. Dr. Mark, how you doing?
What's happening, King?
JC, you good?
Yes, indeed. What's up, family?
All right. Let me turn this music down a little something. Y'all need to hear this. Turn it down about 15. All right. Now look. Y'all see the title?
Yep.
Okay. This is the article. America has a black sperm donor shortage. Black women are paying the price. What the ass is this? All right. Let me read. All right, so this, I don't know what this is. Okay. Every night, a little after 1 a.m., following her shift as a guard at a woman's prison, Reese Brooks would open her laptop, a second laptop, and then her phone and tablet. So she got 4 things going on, and begin scouring websites for sperm banks, opening dozens of tabs. The websites offered hundreds of potential sperm donors, allowing Brooks to select more movie star looks, height, and hobbies. So these women are actually, they have a Build-A-Nigga, like, you know, Build-A-Bear, they have Build-A-Nigga. This is Build-A-Nigga website right now, right? Okay, so this type of time these chicks are on, okay? Movie star looks, height, hobbies, but when she filtered for Black or African American donors, her options swiftly dwindled.
What?
Wow. The cryobanks gave Brooks a chance at motherhood, but they couldn't provide what she wanted: a Black sperm donor who could give her a child who looked like her and shared her culture. I'm curious what her culture is. Let's read. I'd say I spent 40 hours a week looking for a donor. Altogether, I think I searched more than 800 hours, Brooks said. But when it came to a Black donor, she said the choices were slim to none. Cryobanks reported that the number of Black women seeking their services to conceive rose sharply during the pandemic after increasing steadily over the years. Black women between the ages of 35 and 45 are far more likely to remain unmarried than women from other racial groups, according to the latest census data, with 44% of non-Hispanic Black women unmarried compared to 16% of white women. Yet Black sperm donors represent just a fraction of available supply, fewer than 2% of the country's 4 largest sperm banks, according to an analysis by the Washington Post. Before I go any mother effing further, oh God, y'all want to, bro? Facts, data, statistics. Remember when I asked a while ago, do Black women even like us?
Yeah,
Remember when I asked that shit? Remember when I asked that?
absolutely.
So now, what do we know about the ages between 35 and 45 of Black women unmarried? What do we know about that? It says right there. 35 is the danger zone.
Yep.
Pregnancy is very dangerous at that age. And what does it say right there? Unmarried? Why are these women trying to have kids by themselves? What the fuck is going on? Black women, this doesn't trouble you? This stat right here? And guess what? Y'all don't like us. Motherfuckers ain't going to bust nuts in those cups to give to y'all. So what the fuck is this woman looking for? Yo, remember when I said a lot of you women raise the boys that you hate? All right, I'm gonna go down the list real quick, man. Dr. Mark, what do you think of this?
Well, this actually, this speaks to something that I've been talking about for a while, which is exactly why Black Lives Matter movement became something that the government pushed. And again, I don't have any issue with anybody that makes a decision about who their love is that's their personal choice. But when you purposely, when our government and all these different systems are put in place to make sure that they can do everything they can to, they've already destroyed the Black family. And now they're making sure that the only way that a Black woman, the best option because this is about lesbian women being head of the household, which is what the Black Lives Matter movement was all about. So this is the way they really kind of, I guess, put the exclamation point on it. They say, well, here are your options. Go to a sperm bank, and that's how you get a child. Well, that makes sure there's no man in the house, because now you don't need a man. All you need is somebody to put a sperm in a cup. So this is the narrative they're pushing. And so when I talk to Black women about this, I'm saying, listen, you're being hoodwinked. You're being bamboozled. They've been using you for over 300 years to destroy our family, and they've succeeded. And now this is the position we're in.
Let me reiterate before I go to JC. Black women between the ages of 35 and 45 are far more likely to remain unmarried than women from other racial groups, according to the latest census data, with 44% of non-Hispanic Black women unmarried compared with 16% of white women. Yet Black sperm donors represents just a fraction of available supply. That is alarming. I didn't make this up, y'all. Theo, what's good? JC, your thoughts?
Man, my initial thoughts on this one gonna be quick. It's gonna be two things. Dr. Marks spoke on one of them about these women trying to get these kids that's not gonna be a father figure in the household, maybe a stud figure, but not a true father figure. You feel me? And the second thing is, for the benefit of the doubt, these might be some ugly ass women that got high standards of men that's not shooting up in them, and they can't get the kiddies, man. So I'm mixed on it, but at the same time, these women, they don't want to get married. They want Black sperm, but they don't want a Black man. And it's just oh man, stupid. That's all I got for right now.
They want to make Denzel and mold him in her eyes.
Yeah.
That's all I'm getting from this. This is ridiculous. Blu-ray, my brother, what you got on this?
Now, was there a portion in that where I think I heard you say that she wanted a son to look like her? Is that what that said?
She wanted a son with movie star features, but when she's looking for Black sperm donors, and as you can see right there, we're at 12%. We're low on the totem pole.
So women want a sperm donor, want a fatherless home, because they want to raise a son without a father.
That's what I'm seeing,
bro. I really don't, bro. I'm really speaking. I really don't know what to say, bro.
I found this, but I was going to talk about something totally unrelated tonight, and I saw this. I saw another sister on YouTube talking about this today, and I said, "Is that true?" So I got to Google, and this was the first article I came across. I said, "Oh my God."
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I don't get that. That's crazy. You want a child without a father?
Here you go. This is come on now. The stats is right there. Now you see, I had a one chick. I would say two chicks, but she can't. It was the same woman on the same account. That's why I was asking you on your post early on Instagram, Blue. The woman that asked you that question, was her name Rose or something? I was just curious because I had a Rose in here talking about I was woman bashing, and actually I'm not.
It's sad that when men advocate for other men, the default setting in a woman's mind is that he hates women.
That's right.
I don't understand that. So No, her name wasn't Rose.
Mhm.
And I actually had a conversation with the young lady briefly,
Mhm.
and she was in chapter 3 and I was in chapter 5. So that should tell you how that conversation went.
Oh wow. You know the ridiculous. Well, I ain't gonna say ridiculous. I'm gonna say the crazy thing about the internet is you can find a channel and find someone speaking on something, but if you don't do your due diligence on that person, you might have that person all wrong.
It's like
I mean-
this, Drew, I don't mean to cut you off.
Mhm.
I can be having a conversation, like we all on this panel, we could be having a conversation about LeBron James and Michael Jordan, right?
Mhm.
Now, I don't want an argument, but this is my opinion. LeBron James shouldn't even be in the same sentence with Michael Jordan. That's my personal opinion. But if you were to hear me have a discussion, you would think that I don't like LeBron James. But if I had a conversation about LeBron James versus Paul Pierce, then I'm going to highlight LeBron James because Paul Pierce doesn't even belong in the same sentence as LeBron James. It's all about the context. And when people hear you making a point, they, by default, however they think in their mind or in their reality, assume that you don't like an individual. But it's just, I'm only sticking with the context of that particular conversation. It doesn't mean that I don't like this about this person or like that about that person. This is just a conversation. Now, if you change the context, then you might see that I have a different perspective about the same exact individual. But people have a default setting of negativity that I really don't understand.
All facts. All facts.
When you go against the popular belief, they peg you wrong. They do that all the time. They do it all the time, and I went through that with that one person, and I offered her to come on to the show and speak her piece. She was going to get obliterated politely. I was going to scream and curse at her, although she was hella rude. She was going to get obliterated with facts. And you know, there's only one rule, and this goes for any woman passing through that thinks that I'm women bashing. You can come on, but there's rules. The first rule is going to turn your camera on, because I'm not talking to post Satan letters. I'm not doing that. That's the first rule. Turn your camera on. I need to know what I'm talking to. I need to know, because in this day and age, you got to ask, are you really a woman? You have to ask that question. It's amazing that we're in a society where I have to ask that damn question. All right. And all of this woman bashing that she thought I was doing, I said, and I stand on it, I bet you're overweight. I bet you have kids out of wedlock and your baby daddy don't want you. Or if you're childless, no man is courting you. I bet you. And I actually found her on Instagram. Y'all remember that? And I put her Instagram up here and I said, look at this. Look at this. You're overweight. Your breasts are like 2 slabs of steak. Your back fat is swallowing your ass. And you got fucking orange hair. And you're on a boat with talons on your goddamn finger. Talons for fingernails. How do you wipe your ass? You probably don't. But I'm not women bashing. I'm bashing her because she came for me. So I have the right to defend myself. But back to the topic at hand. This shit is alarming. And I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated reading this. Let me go back to the article. This is amazing. Look at this. White men that are nutting in cups, 391%. Well, 391. Asian, 262. Hispanic, 54. Other, 47. Here we are right here. Y'all have told us that we ain't shit so much that we're not even donating nut anymore.
Drew, hold up. The question is she mad that she is not enough of us shooting in the cup, or she just upset that there's not a pick of the litter?
Based off of what I read so far, it says right here, Brooks to select for movie star looks, height, and hobbies. So she wants a tall guy over 6 feet tall that could dunk a basketball. Basically, she wants an NBA. She wants like a Steph Curry-esque looking person. Steph Curry, like what, 6'4", 6'5"?
6'3".
He's 6'3". Okay, he's an inch taller than me. He got to be in shape like Blu-ray. You know, he got to have that good hair, and he has to be athletic. But unfortunately, she can't find any black sperm donors because when she looks at the pictures of the niggas that nutted in the cut, and they all look like a black Danny DeVito. So what's she gonna do with that? And she's already probably looking like a goddamn Princess Toadstool. She probably look like a mushroom. Remember those shits that Super Mario jump on? Whoop, whoop. You feel like one of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You can't have everything. So let's read. The severe shortage is forcing black women who need donor sperm into a painful choice. This is a painful choice, y'all. Look, this is a painful choice. I'm reading this. Look at this. Choose a donor from another race and raise a biracial child, or try to buy sperm from unregulated apps online. Oh my God. Are you seeing this? Yo, okay. As a man, I'm offended reading this shit. I want to know how do black women feel. Y'all don't want us so much, but y'all are still looking for us in the sperm bank. This costs money. These aren't chicks off the street. These are career women. This woman is a what does she say she is? It says after, what does it say? Every night after 1 a.m., after a shift, is a guard at she's a fucking CO. She's a guard at a women's prison. Then she goes home and looks for nut in the cup. And she needs Denzel's type of nut, but she can't find him.
Oh.
So she is forced with the she's forced with the what does it say? What does it say? She's forced with the I want to find the exact words. I lost it just that fast.
She's forced to look for a biracial donor.
A biracial child.
Yep.
And an unregulated app.
In an unregulated app.
In the online group.
Are you kidding me? Look, choose a donor from another race and raise a biracial child, or buy sperm from an unregulated app in online groups. The severe shortage is forcing black women who need, look at this, who need donor sperm into a painful choice. Yo, let me talk to the black women for a second, for those in the chat. Does this not enrage you a little bit? Does this get you aggravated just a little bit? For those of you women that have black sons, they're not good enough to be chosen, but tell your son to go nut in the cup and she'll take it from there. She don't want your son. You don't deserve the right to raise a grandkid. This is where we are. Yo, look at this. The women who need donor sperm. What fucking planet am I on?
It's outrageous.
This is fucking crazy. But we're supposed to just sit here and take this and not speak on this. This is crazy. What the fuck? Oh my God. What? What's happening?
Hey Drew, is the 12, is that what's available, or is that just is what's given as far as the sperm?
It's what's available. We're not going in there and busting in these cups. We're like, yo, they don't want us. They ain't gonna have us all the way. But look at this: white males, 391, Asian, 262. So they're busting nuts everywhere. Hispanic, way down here, 54. Others, Tongan and whatever, Samoan, whatever the fuck, they way down here. We're below them, black people. But watch this. These women are going to these motherfucking sperm donors and they're still looking for us. They don't want us, but they want us.
But see, they want us that they could never have, because look at what they're, like you said, it's like a Build-A-Bear. They're saying, I want a black man that I could never date on my own. So he got to have a Blu-ray body. He got to be Denzel Washington successful. They gotta have Denzel Washington money. They gotta have. But yet they know in real life there is no way that they probably couldn't get an autograph from that man, let alone get a date.
Infantry Skrill says she could have found a black sperm donor that was willing to give her sperm, but she really wanted non-black babies. Don't fall for the smokescreen about it, but about a sperm shortage. I'm only reading what the article says. This is something I've never spoken about. Stormy, salute. This is something I never spoken about. Mr. Punch Out, shower, salute. Queen, what up? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And they're talking about regulated. Like the options are, buy from unregulated sperm app. I mean, they could send you some shit and you can get it put in and it could be kangaroo nut. Can you imagine? He just hops out the pussy, looking like George Cambosis. I mean, this is disgusting. Give birth to a fucking mutant. Oh my God. And she's actually on there looking for a dude that he gotta be 6 feet tall. Doesn't it sound like this is what these women want? He can't be under 6 feet. He can't be over 250. He gotta have a six pack. He gotta have long hair. He gotta be able to at least look like he dunk a basketball. He gotta be smart, and he gotta have all the time in the world. Oh my God, you're building a dude that you want. Here's the funny shit. I bet you this sounds like a lesbian. Let me read further. The reason for the shortage are, look at this, failure among cryobanks to recruit black donors, a selection process that demands a 3-generation medical history, which may be challenging for black men who may not have access to quality health care, and excludes donors with felony convictions, mistrust of the medical profession by black men because of legacy of historical discrimination. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. They're getting so deep with this. The search for donor sperm usually takes place on a cryobank website, website where someone can browse profiles of available donors with limited personal and genetic information. Baby pictures and donors may be available for an additional fee. And of course, what did I say? This woman is not dressed like a woman. This is her. Okay? She doesn't want anything to do with penis. I promise you.
That's true.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Drew, ain't nowhere in hell I want my seed going inside something like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
But she has a child. She has a kid, though, in the pictures.
Yeah, but she probably want another child, or there might have been a photo op because...
Absolutely.
That could have been a photo op. But at the end of the day, even if she does have a child, right, then she wants another child. She wants to feminize my son, I'm not active in his life, when we raise another lame pussy nigga. No.
That's right.
Let me add something.
But if you're nothing in the cup, you're waiving your rights.
Let me add something to this. Here's where our outrage should be, and we've got to really pay attention to this play. This is the absolute intentional. This is to erase the black man's influence and the reproduction of us. See, they want to eliminate us, which is why, can you imagine how much scam there is in these sperm donors now? Now, that's why it's not in they say in these unregulated sites. Can you imagine, like you said, Drew, that this could be a kangaroo sperm, this could be a gorilla sperm, it could be anything. Can you imagine? Because they're paying money for this. These women, these lesbian women that do not want anything to do with the man, which is the same thing the Black Lives Matter movement was about. I don't know if people went to their website, but that's what it was about. It didn't have anything to do with elevating our community, and that's why none of the money went to that. It all went to some gay homosexual type of bullshit. For real.
Listen, man. This is some repugnant shit, man. I'm very offended. You know, they just said if you got a criminal history and shit, they don't want your sperm. But these chicks out here that are irresponsible with their shit, they're laying up with felons every day.
But Drew, these chicks, and you talked about this on last show, the show before last. These chicks are picking men with criminal records. They're picking men that don't go to the gym. They're picking men with all the things that this report is saying that they're trying to weave out and having kids by.
They sure are. I just want to know who's offended.
So now you got standards in the cup. I mean, shit.
Infantry Skills says, Ryan Wright, salute. Don't fall for this lie about there being a black sperm shortage. That is a smokescreen, so she can't be called a traitor. But in actuality, she really wants to produce these non-black kids.
Well, I mean, that might be true. That might be partially true, but there is a shortage. I mean, let's look at it like this. How many friends do you know? I mean, we got black folks on the panel. How many people do you know? We can even ask the chat. How many people in the chat, how many black folks in this chat know anybody that donated their sperm? Probably nobody. I never even considered it, thought about it, not ever. So there is a shortage with respect to that. And then they're putting, see, this is not just what we got to understand. This is about systematically erasing us. This is the play. I'm telling you, the same thing that's going on with Kyrie Irving, with, all of this stuff is done to do everything they can to dilute and to diminish our black men. That's a fact.
I can't disagree. I can't disagree, man. I'm looking for this. It's on my Instagram. I'm looking for this video where these two white men were talking to these African women, and they out and out said, "We want your genetics." Did y'all see that video?
Yep.
I didn't see it.
That's what he said. He said, "Yeah, we want those good old genetics." And I said, "Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm looking for the damn video right now, and of course I can't find it. Let me see something. Let me see if it's on YouTube."
That's a fact, Queen.
What'd she say? I ain't got it up. What'd she say?
She said the sperm banks are the ones with those ludicrous rules, not the black women.
Right. That's it.
And it said on the thing, you know what I'm saying? They're not pushing for us. And one incident, then it says, of course, it's due to a lot of background stuff, which is
I can't find it. Let me see something. It's because I couldn't believe it. Shit. Nah, I gotta find it. Because I was bugging when I saw that. I was like, hold on a minute. They said, what now? He said, yeah, we want you know what? I'll find it and I'll repost it, man. But this was ridiculous. As you can see, this is a black, obviously she's a lesbian woman. Look, it says Brooke straps Zuri into her car seat. The number of black women turning to crowd banks and to conceive rose sharply during the pandemic after increasing steadily over a few years. On average, sperm is sold for $950 to $1,300 per vial. Donors receive $70 to $150 per donation. The crowd banks sell a fixed number of vials per donor to limit the number of children fathered by any one donor. This is a real thing?
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. There are more than 20 crowd banks in the country, 4 of which have more than 100 donors. Among the 4, California, Fairfax, Seattle, Zytex. Supply fluctuates, but as of October 11th, there were only 12 black donors out of a total of 748. White and Asian donors are disproportionately represented, while Hispanic donors are usually underrepresented. Of 15 women who talked to the Post, only 1 was able to buy sperm and conceive a child with a black donor. The black woman detailed fierce competition on crowd bank websites for vials from black donors, which they say typically sell out within minutes. Holy shit. You know, this is ridiculous. I don't believe what I'm reading here. It was a sperm. Yo. Look, the power of black motherhood, finding joy beyond the numbers on maternal. Yo, listen, y'all sisters gotta speak up on this. What the fuck is this? What is this? But wait a minute. I just learned about this shit today. Isn't this another reason why they shouldn't be mad at these passport dudes? Isn't this another reason? Is that why? Wait, hold on. Is that why they really mad? No, get the fuck out of here, but leave your nut on the floor. Nut in the vial before you leave. We want that, especially if you're good looking. What the fuck is this? What is this?
You are 100% right, Drew. But what I keep emphasizing is something that we as a community have to pay attention to. It's the same thing that I say about when we look at our children and what's happening with respect to our children. The thing that I focus on is, you're right, this Generation X is going out the world backwards, but we have to look at their why first. Their why is that they didn't have anything to do with the fact that the father was taken out of the home. And as a result, you look at decades later, now they're the result of no father being in the house. And now you've got generations of that. So their mother didn't have a father either. And so you've got now some generations of that have happened, some decades of that. And then now they're the result of this systematic, really the erasing us and erasing any real desire for us, because if you've never had it, then you don't trust it, you don't believe it, you've already got anguish toward it. And then now look at what's happening. See, these women are being induced into this. This isn't something that they just sat down and said, hey, forget these men, I don't want a man. No, they were tricked. And they were put in a situation where now this is the result. This is what was already anticipated and expected. And if we don't become outraged in all the different ways in which they do it, because even the Kyrie Irving piece, which is a completely different story than this, is still a part of it. They attack our black men every way they can. They did the same thing to Michael Jordan. They did the same thing to Kobe Bryant. They do it. They did the same thing to Kaepernick. They do it everywhere, and we got to understand that this is intentional. They are trying to erase us. And one other fact, and we don't have to get into this subject, but there's actually scientists right now that are looking at all the genetic markers of black men, and they're trying to figure out how can we create some of these extraordinary, extra strength, extra athletic, all of these things that black men and black women seem to have, and put it in a non-black person so that we don't have to compete with them the way that we did. They're actually working on shit like this right now.
That plays in the right. That plays right into what infantry skills are saying. You have to see the bigger picture here. By the time the media is reporting something, it's already happening in large numbers. They're just trying to normalize black women with mixed kids and no father around. I agree with that 1,000%.
Yep.
By the time we're just now seeing this, but this stat is more than likely. I'm just now seeing it. This stat is more than likely been happening in the last few years.
Yes.
Okay. And this is why I asked about the passport brothers. I mean, what are they really mad at? And I'm saying the things that are abnormal to me, I was born in 75. Things that are abnormal to me have become normalized.
Yep.
Okay. Listen, single parents, the dudes that I went to school with that came from single households, they were different. And you knew why. There was no father in the house and the mother was doing it on her own. She wasn't no drug addict. She was a single mother working and trying to raise a son. And it took a village because I had a couple of friends that didn't have their fathers around for whatever reason. But if they weren't around my father, they were around my other friends' fathers. And the fathers all got together and would, not raise the kid, but give him tips on how to be a man. Or they would be in the church around the pastor, learning how to be a man from multiple men. Now, these women, I could do it by myself. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Baby daddy, remember that song? That's just my baby daddy. Normalizing this ratchet and stupid ass behavior. Now, nobody's perfect. But I'm saying there's certain things that get normalized that I didn't subscribe to. I just didn't do it. If that's how you're living, and that's how you're living, that's fine. I'm not judging anybody. But I'm saying there's been a shift in our community. And these folks that are in charge really running this country, they watch how we move. And what they do is they manipulate the terrain so that we can go through certain paths. And when we think we've invented something or worked through something, no, it's not. They just paved the way for us so they can keep us under control. They've manipulated the terrain. That's what they've done. And we gotta wake up and we gotta get better. But look at this shit. Infantry Skills says, yo, we just now seeing it. This is probably been happening in the last 5 years. Look, that woman look, man. Once you give away your sperm, I'm sure there's some paperwork you sign saying you waive your right. If you see some kid at 10 years old and it looks just like you can't approach him, even if you know who the lady is. It's your son, but not your son. All right, or your daughter, but not your daughter. You waive all your rights. Once we take it from you, once you give it to us, you waive all your rights. You're done. You're done. And what do you have? You have a bunch of women during the pandemic who couldn't get no penis, panicked, and said, "I gotta go to the bank because I can't get nobody to shoot up the club, so I'm gonna get the turkey baster and get it on and pop it." And then you got these same-sex couples raising a kid that's gonna grow up looking like you. Do y'all see the fail in this? And I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say it because everyone else says what the fuck they want to say.
That's right.
Everything else, we're homophobic, we're racist, we was anti-Semitic, man. Fuck y'all, man. You do what you do, but it's abnormal to me. You're not gonna shame me for saying, yo, look, you do what you do, but I don't subscribe to that.
Right.
I ain't gonna burn you up. I ain't gonna bust no shots at you. I'm not gonna beat you up. I could even work with you. I don't care. But I don't subscribe to that. I don't live like that. That's all good. Live your life. Be well, live free. This is America. But you're not going to shame me because I don't subscribe to how you live. And that's the problem we have every fucking where. This shit is normalized now.
Yep.
And here it comes. Men didn't do this, man. Men didn't do this.
No.
What are women saying at this? I want to know what are the women not annoyed? Y'all got sons, y'all got your fathers, your older brothers, your nephews or whatever. Society is looking at the men in your family that the men ain't shit. And it's okay for a woman to say, I don't want to deal with no dude because y'all ain't shit. The majority of y'all ain't shit. So I'm going to make a baby without you being involved because we don't need you. And you're setting that kid up for failure. You're glorifying a single parent household. That's bullshit. You're setting them up for failure. Can you imagine your daughter waiting for a prom date and there's some kid at 17, 18 years old raised by a single mother and he got all these feminine traits? The fuck?
Yeah. That's what we got now.
You can't be serious. Yeah, you ladies, you can't. You can be mad at men all you want, but you got men in your family. You got young men in your family. I know you do. You want them growing up like this? How about this? These women are gonna try and raise a young man how they see him to be raised, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna raise a bitch. He's gonna know how to be a man. He's gonna act emotional rather than rational. What do you think all these school shootings are about? When I grew up, you had a problem with somebody, you took it to the person you had a problem with, you fought after school, and that was the end of it. Now everybody want to go get a fucking gun. And the majority of those kids doing that, where their father? The majority of them, where their father? I can't imagine me coming home crying snot bubbles because somebody teased me and I go get my father's gun. He'd be like, what the fuck you doing? Oh, they make fun of me. What? Put that shit down before I pistol whip you. They made fun of you? You got mad about it? If they snapped on you, you snap on them back. If they hit you, you hit them back. The fuck? What are you having a gun for? My gun at that? Get out of here. Stop being a puss. Fuck out of here. This is stupid. I know Blu-ray just hanging in the back, man. What you think so far, bro?
Nah, man, I'm just letting you cook, my brother. You really summed it up. You know, giving your commentary. You know, it's really nothing to add to it, brother. like it's crazy that we even having these discussions, bro. Like some stuff I can't even just wrap my mind around to even really speak about it, bro. I'm just being honest, bro. It's sad, fam.
This is watch this. Queen said she said, Drew, it's men's fault that they don't have black sperm supplies in the sperm bank. Go donate, y'all. I can't donate. You know why? I had a vasectomy. I'm busting powdered milk. You see, you know what I did? I said, babe, no more? She says, no, I'm good. I said, don't worry about it. Snip, snip. I went back to work a week later.
My dad did the same thing.
Yeah, I'm busting blanks. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm straight up and down good, man. And no, I still get horny. It's the same feeling. But it's so great to know that you won't have any mishaps, ain't it? It's so great. It's great. See, I did what a lot of motherfuckers need to do. Because the flip side is 16% of these motherfuckers are running around shooting up the club. They're not taking care of any of their fucking babies. And then black women are mad. But I'm like, yo, why 90% of y'all are choosing 16% of the bad dudes? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all won't talk about that. But this shit is astonishing. Shawa says, my husband too, or I'd be pregnant right now. Oh my God. Yeah, opulent LD, I don't know, man. I don't know. I heard stories. They put you in a room with a bunch of magazines and you know, I don't know how they can concentrate. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's exactly what they do.
Man, listen, this is crazy. I know dudes be like, they college students. A lot of these I heard be college students.
Yep.
You know, they need, you know, some money for books or, you know, just to party on the week and go skeet in the cup. We'll pay you $700. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? This is an amazing thing, right? I wasn't even going to talk about this tonight, but I heard another sister talking about it, and I said, let me look this up. First fucking article. And astonishing, the woman. This is the woman. She wants nothing to do with penis. She's a CO, which is a manly job. And this is how she looks, man. And she's raising that baby, obviously a biracial baby. And listen, man, I'm not saying that she's not capable of loving a child. But come on, man. Yeah, bro, whatever, man.
The problem and what we, in order for us to heal this, and this is really, let me, first of all, Drew, let me commend you again and everybody on this panel, and we've got many people in the chat. You know, you really need to be commended, because all of us that have a platform that discuss this, and Drew, this is a very important channel. Painful Excellence podcast address something that's got to be discussed. The only way that we can start the healing process is if we first have a conversation, an honest conversation with each other, and we got to get out of the blame game and start getting into how do we heal it, because even the things that women are now doing that upset us, we have to understand the why. They got bamboozled, they got tricked, they got led astray, just like our entire community did. So as a result of that, this is what now is the result of that. They anticipated, they knew that this was going to be the result, and we are now living through it. So in order for us to fix it, we first have to have these conversations and then start looking at how are we going to heal it? Well, we first have to heal it by understanding the why. Because if we keep throwing stones at each other, all we're going to do is just going to divide us even more, and we'll never be able to solve this problem. We've got to first say, we've got to heal all of these young people that grew up without a father in the home. Let me just tell you this real quick. Mm-hmm. One of the things that I see every day, I'm always in the community, and I speak to everybody. What's up, King? What's up, Queen? You know I do that everywhere I go. And when I speak to these kids that are on their way to school, and I say, good morning, how you guys doing today? The boys and the girls look at me like I came from planet Pluto, because it first concerned me, and then I said, I know what it is. They're not used to a man. Their mother's taking them to school. The principal is a woman. The teachers are women. Now, even many of the security guards and maintenance people are women. And so they don't see any level of authority that is not a female in most cases. So now when they see a man and they hear so much negativity from their mother that might be upset that the father's not around and whatever, she might not even be sure if, I don't know, it's one of these guys' father is the father. She might not even know herself. But the point is, how did that happen? This wasn't just her being reckless. This was her being put in a situation where the expectation of the outcome of her life was going to be, she ultimately was going to get to the point where she was through with men. She was going to start now still looking for love. So they were going to romanticize this same sex stuff. And that was going to happen. And it's always been around, but they have made this the norm. That's why you look at the advertisement that you see on television, and they are romanticizing women and women together, men and men together. They're showing men on television kissing each other. Listen, I have no problem if that's what you do in the privacy of your home. I don't want to see that shit.
Listen, man. How the fuck do we fix this? Theo says
it's a battle.
That's crazy. I did a story on Kendra G. She was gay and the CEO, and she did the same thing. She got preggo off a Facebook sperm group. There's a Facebook sperm group. There's like 20,000 dudes giving out their semen. This is ridiculous. This is how bad that sisters want to like not deal with us, and then turn around and get mad when there's only 12% of dudes in these sperm banks donating. Look, man. Look, and Queen is right. You can't control how the kid come out. What if the dude that you look at a picture of, what if that baby gets the genetics of his great grandfather? Let me tell you something. My nephew came out light skinned with fucking red hair. It wasn't confusing to me because I know my family tree. My sister knew, my brother knew, but my sister's husband was like, "What the fuck is that?" I said, "Calm down." I said, "Calm down." I had to pull out some old pictures of my great-great-grandfather. He was like, "Oh," I said, "Yes." It skipped me, skipped my brother, skipped my sister, and now this little motherfucker, well, he a big motherfucker now. He's 15. He's like 6'2" now, so it's ridiculous. All right. He's light skinned with red hair. He looks like great-great-grandpa. Boom, there it is. That's it. Now you would think, he looked at me, looked at my dad, looked at my brother, was like, yeah, okay, he's gonna be a big, brawly, brawly dude, brown skin or dark skin. Nope. And his eyes are light. It's like, what the fuck happened? Well, I got some shit going on my dad's side of the family that you don't know about. See what I'm saying? It gets a little light over there. You understand? So, hey, you can't anticipate it coming out like that, man. But my question is, do black men have it figured out? And they say, look, we're not only getting our passports, but we keeping our seed all the way. Do we have it figured out? I mean, look, women are literally going to sperm banks looking for our seed, and we're not even there. Is this why they mad at brothers getting their passports? And how the fuck do we fix it? Is this repairable? Can we fix a Blu-ray? Can we fix this, or is it over?
I wouldn't say that it's necessarily over. It's just that there's going to have to be a lot of sacrifice, and everybody has to get on one page. And then we as people have to have a certain climate and culture between our men and women, and the way that we conduct ourselves. That the men have to conduct themselves in a certain fashion, and the women have to conduct themselves in a certain manner, and we all be on code. So until there's a cultural climate, and an understanding between how we operate, and then we come together and start building so we can see the success of our people, I believe there's always going to be a divide. So it's just like one of the other brothers saying that we've been tricked. But we've been tricked because we're operating in somebody else's system, or we let somebody else have control over our money, have control over our media, have control over our food. So we're not independent of them. So until we become independent of them and their system and how they construct things for us, then I believe that we're going to always have issues. But there's not going to be anything without ultimate sacrifice. And there's no limit to the level of sacrifice that we have to make, even if some of us have to die in walking in that sacrifice, like the people that fought for freedom before us. When our ancestors and the people that came before us, they thought that they were standing up for themselves and their rights and things of that nature to one day have a dream. And then Martin Luther King came back later on before he passed and said, I apologize that I led my people into a burning house, because he was fighting for integration, but segregation is what we needed to stay apart so we wouldn't be engulfed inside of the system that we have now that does see, all white people don't see us as 3/4 of a human, but the actual system that was created seeing us 3/4 of a human being. So there is a spirit of the old racism and the old systematic oppression that still looms over our culture. And so until we rewrite the Constitution, until we separate or infiltrate, we're always going to have issues, my brother, because at the end of the day, you got to think about it. When it comes to Jewish people, because since there's been an issue with Jewish people take care of Jewish people. We used to have that camaraderie where if I didn't have no sugar in the house, I could go knock on my neighbor's door next door, and my neighbor could come knock on my door if they needed something. We had a barter system. We had a spirit of love that we walked in, and then we all got to get back to God. So it's so many layers and so many levels to this next phase, and for us coming together and getting on the same page. But we got to get a system. We got to get back to God, and we got to sacrifice at the end of the day.
Man, I agree with that 110%, man.
Yep.
Salute to the general, man. What's good, brother?
Salute, brothers. Salute to the panel, man. I see you here, Dr. Mark, JC, Brother Blue Ray. What's happening?
78, what up, man?
What's happening, family?
What's up, General?
What's up, my brother Drew? Thank you for having me. Yeah, man, I was trying to get here a little earlier, man. I had some stuff to take care of and stuff like that, but I'm here now, though. So what we cooking on, brothers?
Man, I found this article today, man. There's a lack of black sperm donors. And I saw this on another sister's live while I was at work, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I went to Google, and the first article I pulled up, I'll pull it up right now again. It's, my God. The article reads, America has a black sperm donor shortage. Black women are paying the price. So, my question is...
That's bullshit.
Yo.
Thanks.
A lot of black women are complete, because you see it on YouTube, see it on TikTok. We ain't shit. Our mamas ain't shit. Our daddies ain't shit. We don't want y'all. But they run into the sperm banks to look for our seed.
You know why? Because the woman in pictured here is a lesbian.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is a lesbian. This is not a black woman that wants actual penis in her life. She wants to feel like a man, and she wants to go ahead and do what she's doing. She want to have a child, but she don't want to have to deal with a man. And in my personal opinion, now listen, we gonna have different opinions, I'm sure, in our upbringings and our life experiences dictate our personal beliefs, and that's okay. But I believe that white supremacy is the root cause of the issues in the black community.
Yes.
I believe that black women were taught, since we've been under this system, black women have been taught you cannot trust a black man. You cannot depend on a black man. He's weak. He's a boy. And they do everything in their power to humiliate us. And like, as you see what they're doing now, you know what I'm saying, to people like Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, and the rest of them. Once you start thinking, I'm rich, I got all this money, I'm beyond black. I'm above black. You know what I'm saying? I'm not black, I'm OJ. Wake up, nigga. That's what they tell you. You know what I'm saying? And they give you a rude awakening and get you a slap into reality. But regardless of the fact, black women have been taught they can't depend on us. And a lot of this is political as well. Certain political parties set up welfare systems and shit like that and reward our women for not having no man in the house.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And punish them if they do got a man. So now you're putting a woman in a position to where she got to decide, well, if my man only making $300 a week at the car wash, but the government tell me they're going to give me a guaranteed $800 a month, and I don't know if this nigga, if I can depend on him, he might get laid off. He might. I'm gonna go with the for sure thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the government. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. That's what they have effectively done to our community. They always, every election. I told everybody last election, I said they're gonna pit the black man and the black woman against each other. They're gonna divide the black household in order to get this election won, because too many black men were upset with the way the country was going and was upset with the Democratic Party. Now, for the record, I am not a Republican. I am an independent, just for the record, so there won't be no confusion. So, because black men were so upset with what was going on in this country, feeling like we're losing our power, all this stuff, weird stuff happened in the country, I said they're going to divide the black household. What they're going to do is they're going to pick Kamala Harris. I literally said this.
You did.
8 months before they picked.
You did.
Her.
Yeah.
I said he's going to pick Kamala Harris as his running mate, and black women going to feel that they need to vote for her in order. It's like a woman pride type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But see, white women didn't do that. When it came time for white women to vote for Hillary Clinton, they sided with their man.
That's right.
White women sided with their man. They said, no, my husband say, fuck Hillary Clinton. My husband say Donald Trump is the best way to go. But our women, because of white supremacy, don't trust us. They don't trust our leadership, right? White folks then got them believing in this independent, strong, I can do bad by myself. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. I told this one sister that. She said, I can do bad by myself. She was complaining about her man. I can do bad by myself. I said, wait a minute. So I understand you work at Burger King. You're not happy with your situation. Your man, he work at Burger King too. Y'all together, y'all love each other, but you're going to toss him to the side because I can do bad by myself? That's some stupid shit. That's some dumb shit. What the fuck are you talking about, girl? You rather be alone. I can do bad by myself. Black people got to stop regurgitating these stupid ass Tyler Perry phrases, dumb ass shit. But I'm sorry, bro. I'm just going on the rant right now. Go ahead.
No. It's perfect. That's perfect. I agree totally. Everything you said. Look, man. The fix has been in on us, the black community, since before we were born. Well, maybe Dr. Mark was around, but even before he was born, you know. But you know what I'm talking about, since the 60s, since the 60s, you know, what 78 said is absolutely correct. They chose the government over having a black man in the house. And it's been downhill ever fucking since. The first thing they did to us was convince the black woman that they didn't need their man in the house. And decades later, we're talking about a lesbian black woman looking for black sperm to raise a black baby by herself. This is where we at. Where's our community? What Blue said earlier. Where the fuck is our community? We don't have any. Look at this stat right here. I'm gonna go through it again.
Hey, Drew, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Do you know what a black man that has the support of his woman and the belief of his woman can do? Anything. If a black woman believes in a black man and he knows she believes in him, he can literally accomplish anything. The reason why I'm independent now and I don't work for these people no more is because my woman believed in me. See what I'm saying? At one point she didn't. When we were younger, at one point she was used to me doing a certain thing, and when shit got hard, she was kind of like, I don't know, woo. You know what I'm saying? She believed in me. She came around to her senses. She encouraged me and told me what I could do. And I felt like I can conquer the world. And I went out there with no fear of failure, because my woman had my back. My woman believed in me. She allowed me to go out there and try. And if I failed, it was okay. But I won. See what I'm saying? Too many women make their man feel like if you fuck up, it's over. And so a nigga, they ain't gonna try. He ain't gonna try. And that's what they've been taught. But I'm sorry, Drew, go ahead.
No, man. That's what my show is. I had one fooling, well, you know, I offered, you know, for her to come on and share her thoughts, but, you know, she's $1 million coward. So I eventually ended up blocking her ass. I told her, man, you know, you click the link and we could talk. But, you know, I found her Instagram and showed it to people, and I'm like, yo, this is what we was dealing with. This is the woman we was dealing with, or about to deal with. She done got on here and jumped bad with me and got roasted. I saw it going there. I'm not talking no dark-skinned, overweight black woman with orange hair and long fingernails, talons on her fucking hands. I'm not dealing with that. That's crazy. But the truth is out there. And this statistic proves why a lot of black men got chips on their shoulder. Now, black women are mad at the passport brothers. But look at this stat, man. Look at let me read it again. Look at this. Black women between the ages of 35 and 45 are far more likely to remain unmarried than women from other racial groups, according to the latest census data, with 44% of non-Hispanic black women unmarried compared with 16% of white women. Yet black sperm donors represent just a fraction of available supply. Fewer than 2% of the country's 4 largest sperm banks, according to the analysis by the Washington Post. White motherfuckers are busting nuts everywhere. They're at 391. Asians, right behind them at 262. Hispanic at 54. Other at 47. Black men, 12%. We literally took our dicks and went home or went to another country.
But
Okay.
here's something that we're missing in this. This is the most important piece to this. First of all, why in the fuck is there a sperm bank in the first place? I mean, this is not the way you're supposed to have a child, through a damn. The fact that they're even talking about it is part of the narrative that they're pushing, because they want to remove, as 78 said, so on point. This is exactly been the play the whole time. Let's destroy the black family. Let's make the black man the enemy of America. Think about it. If you look in the dictionary, if you look up the word black, it'll say shit that ain't got nothing to do with color. It'll say not fair dealing, not dishonest. Wait a minute, what does dishonesty have to do with the color black? But they all of these things are because of the insecurity that they have of us. And one of the things that I 1000% agree with the 78 said was that if you have and ladies, please hear this. There's only 2 things that happen. If you have a black man and you say, I'm gonna edify you, I'm gonna believe in you, I'm gonna support you, that man is gonna do everything in his power to live up to what you said. But now, so he's either gonna do that, or he is going to be so afraid of having to of living up to that standard. Now, here's the other. Well, let me put it the way 78 said. If you edify him, he's going to do everything he can to live up to the standard. If you diminish him and you let him know, listen, if I don't know if I can trust you, but if you fail, I'm done. You're going to get 1 or 2 things. You either get a man that's going to do everything he can to make it happen, or you're going to get a man that you would never be bothered with, because he's going to be so pitiful. He's going to be so pathetic because he doesn't believe in himself, because you don't have no faith in him, and the country that he lives in doesn't have no faith in him. So he is stuck between a rock and a hard place, and he's going to live up to that standard. He's not going to be nothing. So you either edify him. If you don't edify him, it's over for him, because it's over for you too. Because I'll give you an example of what happened to me. I love my daughter, and I wanted to marry her mother, but she was not somebody that was going to. She believed in me, but there was always conditions. I'm not. I'm like I came to the table with something, so I was already somebody, but I was not gonna have somebody that just sat around with their hand out and it was what you could never do enough. So what did I do? I left. See, ladies, here's what's gonna happen. If you have a king and he really is, and you know he's a king, and he's doing everything he can to show you that I got you. If you don't edify that man, he is going to leave you. He's just gonna say, hey, I can now that what 78 said, I can do bad all by myself. No, I'm not gonna do it. I will do good by myself rather than let you pull me down.
That's a true story, man. Now, for the people ear hustling, are we talking about building a community with unity? Because where unity is in community. Or is this woman hate? No. I'm talking about us getting together and getting on the same page and moving forward. I pointed out the faults of women. I pointed out the faults of men. I pointed out the faults of myself. Okay, so we pointed it out. So what do we do to fix this? Because the facts, the data, the statistics are on our side. I just found this shit today. This is crazy. Look how they word it. The severe shortage is forcing black women. Look. The severe shortage is forcing black women who need donor sperm into a painful choice. Choose a donor from another race, or raise a biracial child, or buy sperm from unregulated apps online. First of all, there's no shortage because there's still black men. It's just not the black men that they're looking for. This woman in this article is looking for a man with Hollywood features, as they stated in the article early in the article. Hollywood features. But they're not black men. How about calm down and find a real black man? Not every black man is going to be over 6 feet tall with a six-pack. That don't mean he won't do right by you. Y'all standards are so high, but y'all look like this bitch. And I don't mean to call out her name, but get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Your standards are high, but you look like you got hit by a fucking dumpster truck. Look at this bitch. You look like a dude.
That's what that is. That's a dude, man. How about giving love a try? So many people now are so afraid of love. They're afraid to put their heart out there. They're afraid to take a chance and shit like that. They're afraid of getting heartbroken and somebody fuck them up. Betrayal is a part of life, man. Get over it. It's a part of life. I get betrayed once a year by somebody I love. Every year. And I'm used to it now. I expect it. You understand? So you cannot be afraid to love. You cannot be afraid to put your heart out there. You can't sit around here being sheltered up. You want to have a child, but you want to take shortcuts. You don't want to go through the process of meeting somebody, loving somebody, having a relationship with somebody. You want to skip through and just go to the fucking doctor, get some fucking a sperm donor baby. Now I understand if you have some type of fertility issues, or maybe the man has some fertility issues or something like that. That's different. But if you out here, you choosing to be in a lifestyle that is counterproductive to reproduction, that's counterproductive to life. You know what I'm saying? Then that's what you choose to do. Eat pussy for the rest of your life. Eat ass. Do that. But you can't have a baby. You can't. You can't fucking have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking ridiculous to me. I don't care if that offend people. That's ridiculous. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot live a lifestyle that's counterproductive to nation building, but then you still want to have a nation. Your own. It doesn't make sense. All right, you choose something. I respect everybody's choice of life as long as you ain't hurting no kids, no old people. Do what the fuck you want to do in the privacy of your bedroom. That's your business. Ain't none of my business. But once you start telling me how I need to conduct myself, and you talking about oh, I want to have this. You want the things that I got, and you want to have kids and all this shit. Well, if you want to have kids, you need to take some dick to have children. You need to. That's your natural instinct. Your natural instinct as a woman is kicking in, telling you what you need to do. Nature is taking its course, but you fighting against nature. You know what I'm saying? You want to. Listen, man. I'm yet to see a family that has been successful with under those guys, because I don't want to take your show in a different direction, but the people that I've seen try that, attempt that, their kids grow up to live their lifestyle.
Yes.
So once again, it's counterproductive to nation building. So now your kid growing up seeing you living a certain lifestyle, they gonna live that lifestyle thinking that's what it is, and now they have to go to a sperm bank. Of course, there's gonna be a shortage of sperm because you ain't getting no dick. You going to a fucking bank to get it. Like, it's ridiculous. There's plenty of dudes out here, you know what I'm saying, that's giving it away for free. Some of these niggas shouldn't even be giving it away.
They know.
Mm-hmm.
They know, because 16% of these niggas ain't shit, but those 16% are responsible for 80% of the births out of wedlock. So they're getting laid. Those 16% of dudes are getting laid, but the rest of the brothers, the 80% plus brothers, they ain't getting no pussy. I didn't know there was that many men that are not sexually active or virgins over 30.
Oh yeah.
This is fucking crazy.
It's a market for them guys, Drew. I talk about it on my Patreon all the time. It's a market. People are literally getting rich. So-called influencers or lifestyle coaches, fake alpha males, right? They're coming online, and this is all it takes in today's society. All it takes is some sunglasses, a fucking blazer, and to sit down and say something negative about women, and you're gonna have a bunch of miserable dudes who don't get no pussy following this guy, asking me, hey, 70, what you think about this guy? I can't vouch for him. I don't know who the fuck he is. What high school did he go to? Who are his friends? You can look on my Instagram and see my actual life, my actual friends, the actual food I eat. This ain't no play shit. These weirdos are popping up out of nowhere, taking advantage of lonely, miserable fucking dudes who put all their business online. I'm doing semen retention, man. I'm not having sex. I'm not jerking off. I'm gonna just hold my semen, and bro, look, bro, I ain't got them type of problems, bro. I don't know what you doing with your life. It's not that deep, bro. Like, most of these dudes' problem is the women that they want, they shouldn't want.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But most men won't admit that. See, you might have Vanessa. Vanessa might be 30 pounds overweight, but Vanessa is a good woman. She's loyal. She likes you. She's willing to work hard to get your attention. A nigga will bypass Vanessa, a woman he can work with, and chase the bitch with the BBL, right? Chase her because he know he gonna get all kind of props from his friends and shit with this bitch, right? So he chasing her, but she's this piece of shit. She juggling 12 different dudes in her phone. Vanessa like you. Vanessa want to be your woman. You can go to the gym with Vanessa. She can get that 30 pounds off, and then she gonna appreciate you. But you don't want her. You chasing something that don't belong to you.
Yep.
She belong to the streets.
Belong to the streets.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you chasing. And men won't admit that shit, bro. They will not admit it for nothing. They will lie their ass off. Nah, bro. She fucked me over, bro. Bro, you knew that was a hoe when you hooked up with the bitch. You know what I'm saying? You knew that was a hoe. Every man knows within the first 3 months that this bitch ain't shit. I don't believe no man to tell me, man, I was with her for 10 years and I had no idea. No, she did something to let you know what she was about. You chose to ignore it because you were tender dick, because you loved her, because you didn't want to believe it. But
Yep.
every woman will show you who she is. It's your job as a man to believe her when she show you who she is. You know what I'm saying?
When people tell you who they are, believe them. And
Absolutely.
that's interesting. You know, that goes with relationships. It also goes with what male female relationships, and it also goes with people in general. For example, something was brought to my attention today. I ain't gonna get into too much detail, but you know what I'm talking about. I put it in the group, and I laughed, and I said, "Yo, listen, man. I'm the topic of a lot of conversations. I don't care." So somebody hit me up, was like, "Yo, you gonna respond?" I'm like, "No, I never respond. I might have responded to one situation, and I addressed two people, and I made it known I got both their fucking phone numbers, which I tried to call, and neither one of them niggas answered the phone. And I still didn't drag them. I told the whole truth about the situation, but people hear what they want to hear. So some bullshit happened again today, and I'm like, all right, well, so the person's like, yo, you should do this, or I should do that. But I spoke to a couple of people today in reference to that, because a lot of people hit me up. I said, look, this ain't the first time somebody spoke about me. Do you remember so-and-so? And I'm dropping names over the text. Yeah. Do you remember this guy? Yeah. You remember that guy? Yeah. You remember when he said this and that? Yeah. What did I do? Well, I don't remember you doing anything, Drew. Exactly. My work ethic, it speaks for itself. Who I am as a person, it speaks for itself. The fact that I show my face and I talk to people every day, and I'm a team player, my reputation speaks for itself. I don't have to address anybody or anything, because what always happens is that these people that do all that, gum flapping about me, something always that God shows them who's boss. I ain't got to lift a fucking finger. God shows them. The universe shows them. Okay? I don't have to talk. I never do. Because people know. You know how many people hit me up on the emails? Yo, you know how I found you? And I'm just reading. Oh, because so-and-so was talking big shit about you. Everybody in the chat talking shit about you. I found you. And I signed up and I stayed. I started following you on YouTube, and I stayed. You have a cool channel. I'm like, okay. You should go over there. No, I'm not going nowhere. I speak for me. And that's how I move through life. You don't have to, not everything deserves a response. It's refreshing to know that people lose sleep over you, and all you're doing is you. I'm doing me. I don't have time to talk about other people. While we do things here among my show, boxing shit and all this other shit, while we're doing us, people are talking about us. That's all I need to know. This has blossomed into the Lions Den broadcast community, and people can't stand it. We're the boxing community, the basketball community, the bitches community, because bitches love us too. Come to find out. And we're broadcasting, and we're exponential in growth. Watch our dust. That's what because we've just grown, and it's worth saying, because that's why this platform, I couldn't do this on my other show, on my other platform. That's why this platform is important, because we have to tackle these topics, because this is a fucking problem. Now, being that we pointed out the goddamn problem, I want to know, how the fuck can this even be repaired? Because listen, there are so many things. I was going to open up a TikTok, and I changed my mind real fast when I did some research. There's a bunch of screaming bitches on there. Kill men, hate men, we don't want men, fuck you men, you men. And I'm like, whoa, no thank you. I don't want no smoke with none of them crazy bitches over there. I'm good. I'm going to keep my little Instagram and my little YouTube. I don't even fuck with Twitter. So with these angry women, how the fuck do we as black men repair this shit? Blu-ray, you still there? Do you think we could fix this? Can this be repaired?
Now, of course it can, but like I say, I already spoke my piece on how we can, establish the healing. But
Right.
like I said, it's gonna take time, sacrifice, love, and God. And like I say, the type of sacrifice we have to make is the same sacrifice that our people made back when we started riding the bus for a year. And one of our people was disrespected. So it's gonna take a fighting sacrifice. We're gonna have to infiltrate, get into politics where we start actually, instead of giving our vote, actually, give our vote to the people that's actually passing the laws and making the provisions that's actually gonna help our people. Kind of like I'm like 78. I'm an independent, but truth be told, to keep it 100, I mainly vote Republican. But the reason I vote Republican more than Democrat is because when you look at most of the laws that go against men's rights, it's always implemented by the Democratic Party. Mm-hmm. Just do your research and look at the laws that are implemented against the man, the black man, and the man being in the home. It's mainly the Democratic Party. So, and that's not trying to favor the Republican Party, but I'm just speaking from my knowledge of what I've researched and what I've studied and what I've seen. And so, and then like 78 said, when the white man told the white woman not to vote for Hillary, they didn't. So
they listened.
Go ahead, say it again.
They listened. They complied.
Exactly. So, and the word submission to black women is like a curse word.
Yeah.
You can't even use the word submit or follow directions or listen to me. You know what I'm saying? But and it's not all black women, so let's not get it mixed up, because me personally, the type of women that I choose for my personal appetite, the women I deal with personally, they actually listen to me, so I don't have a problem in that department because I'm a real man. But when you look at the masses, I'm an anomaly. Drew, you're an anomaly. I'm pretty sure all the men on this platform, for the most part, y'all don't have a problem with a woman listening to y'all because we real bosses and we take care of our business. So, but when you look at the masses and when you look at the amount of young men that were raised by women, they don't get the same response because a lot of the women that they're dating and dealing with, it's a different culture from what we used to and what we experienced. Because think about it, when we were younger, grandparents were real grandparents.
Yes.
These new grandparents now act like the young women. You can't.
They in the club with their fucking.
You can't even tell the daughter from the mother.
Can't.
So, to go back to your original question, I believe it can be done, my brother. Like I said, it's gonna take God, love, sacrifice, and us getting a system where everybody is on code.
Man, I remember I was fucking with a Dominican chick, and she told me to pick her up from a club somewhere on Amsterdam Avenue in Washington Heights. She said, "Can you take my mom and my mom home?" I said, "Your mom and my mom." And she was thick, and these bitches got in my goddamn van. All of them had fat asses. I was ready to tell. I'm like, fuck home. We all going back to my crib. It was daughter, mother, and grandmother, and all of them had donkeys. It was ridiculous. They're in the club, dancing it up. fucking ponderous, man. It's fucking ponderous, man. You go ahead.
No, I was gonna say they don't. People don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. I try to tell people all the time, bro. Like people, they get mad at these men, but the mothers are the ones that. And nowadays, it's the mothers that's turning their daughters out and putting them up on all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to say to from what Blu-ray said about submission, absolutely. A lot of black women hear that word submission and they think it's an ugly word. But all submission means is to yield. Okay? It doesn't mean you washing the nigga feet, you sucking his toes, and you ain't shit, you a slave, and he's the in charge. That's not what submission means. Submission just means to yield. Okay? Submission is just like if I'm driving and I got the right of way. Okay, the light is fucking green. So I can go. But the car to the left of me in the other lane, he not stopping. I have to yield if I want to avoid an accident. It don't matter who's right. Oh, I'm right. I have the right to drive because the light is green. If this motherfucker ain't stopping, I have to yield. Otherwise, we both die. You understand? And women have to understand that in relationships, sometimes you have to yield to your man, okay? In order to keep problems from... A good woman knows, okay, that, okay, my man's getting upset. We having this argument right now. Let me yield to him. Let him calm down. And when he's calm, let's revisit the conversation in a more intelligent manner that he's not upset. That's what a good woman will do, okay? A stupid bitch will argue with the dude, have him all worked up, have him ready to walk out the goddamn house. Earlier today, me and my wife had a disagreement. All right? I had somewhere to go and take care of some business. And one of her friends, one of her best friends, wanted to go to the bar to have a drink. And so my wife asked me, she said, hey, such and such want me to go to the bar with her. How do you feel about that? I said, well, baby, I noticed you didn't say y'all was going out to eat. You said the bar. So that's what you meant? She said, well, yeah, that's what she said, the bar. I said, well, no, I'm not okay with that. There's no reason for a married woman to be going to the bar.
To the bar.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you told me you were going to Applebee's to get something to eat, I don't give a shit if you're at the bar at Applebee's. If you're going out to get something to eat, but you're going purposely to the bar, no, I'm not okay with that. She says, okay, yeah, I figured that's how you would feel. I'm gonna tell her, no, I can't go. Cool. We had no more discussion after that. Right? Now, a dumb bitch hear that conversation, she gonna be like, girl, you letting that nigga tell you what to do? Girl, you let him do this and do that? Girl, no. That's how we keep a happy fucking home. You know what I'm saying? That's how we keep a happy motherfucking home.
Yeah, that's a whole show too. You know, it's not appropriate, you know, running around with a goddamn. You can't be single. I mean, you can have single friends, but running around with them every weekend, that's a recipe for disaster. Because, you know, single people do what single people do. You know, that's a whole other show that I'm going to tackle soon. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for men and women. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a married dude and you hang around like three unmarried fellas and they in the strip club every weekend, dude. Come on. It just doesn't fucking add up, man. But there are boundaries. But the term submission doesn't mean you're a slave. That's bullshit. You're not a fucking slave. All right.
And white women have told black women that that's what submission means.
Yes.
Meanwhile, white women are the most submissive women on the goddamn planet besides Asian women. White women do everything they man tell them to do. Like I said with the Hillary Clinton shit, they had a chance to vote for one of them to be first time ever to be the president. You think they said, yeah? You would think they would go out there full throttle. Fuck what my husband say. I'm finna vote for this woman just to see one woman one time in my life. They said nope. Husband say no. We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but they tell black women every time black folks get some shit going, here they come, like they done hijacked the whole word woke. You know what I'm saying? They done hijacked that shit. They hijacked Black Lives Matter. They hijacked every fucking thing we doing and turn it into, they pollute it into what they trying to do and for their agenda. Just like they did with the whole feminist movement and the rise of the Black Power movement. They come with the feminist movement and black women fell for that shit. I'm not knocking my sisters. I understand. You know, we all fucked up. The men and the women is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking them for getting tricked. We done got tricked a few times our damn self. But white women are very good for hiring black women as they maid and nigga friend at the same time. Oh,
You know, I told motherfuckers, I said, yo, man, this Roe versus Wade, it was not the black woman's fight, man. It totally was not their fight. I said that. They ran and got y'all. I'm talking about black women. They ran and got black women, had y'all rolling in the street talking about this. It's my right. It's my right to choose if I want to have 50 abortions. I mean, I told a story about oh my God. I ain't want to revisit it, man. But you know, it is your right to choose, but when you went to those white women and asked them to come help you march after another black man got blown away or black child got blown away by law enforcement, what did they tell you? They told you the cops' jobs is hard, and some of them are married to police officers. They wasn't marching with you. They would give you a RIP and a prayer hands and fucking on your social media, but they wasn't marching with you. The Roe versus Wade, they had you rolling and crying in the streets, black woman. But first of all, Roe versus Wade was based off of a lie. That's number one. But not to get too technical, if you was more responsible with the kitty cat, it wouldn't even bother you. It wouldn't bother you. This is. And again, I brought that up because that's just another thing that the government has used for the black woman to fight with the black man about. And now we got a black sperm shortage, and now that's a problem there. I'm confused. There won't be a black sperm shortage if you guys will buckle down and stop picking these god-awful 16% niggas that ain't worth a fucking damn and pick the 80% that aren't as good looking but can take care of you financially, and they won't cheat on you, and they'll be men. You running around chasing a fucking tingle, and half of you fucking women look like bags of dirt anyway, man. Keep it fucking honest. Again, you see the woman in this goddamn picture, she don't even like penis. She likes a strap on. Fellas, are y'all comfortable with this bitch running around with some kid that look like you? This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. We got work to do. And I know there's some women, like I said, there was that one chick that came in here with 2 ghost accounts talking about, oh yeah, you're bashing women. No, bitch, I'm bashing you. If the shoe fits, bitch. If the shoe fits. 78, one of my boys has a dude he played ball with. The nigga got 5 kids from 5 different women. He's still sleeping with the last 2 baby mamas, and he's engaged to be married to a whole nother bitch. The nigga is like 6'4", light skin with like light eyes, got curly hair, and he got a 6-pack and he could dunk a basketball. When we was out chilling, he's telling me these things, and I'm like, what the fuck? The lady that was serving our little table wrote her phone number on a napkin, gave it to him, he kept it. Yeah, I'll be calling her. This nigga's engaged to be married, but you know, when I was getting to know him, you know what I'm saying, you know, just shooting the shit, drinking a beer, whatever, and I said, yeah, so, you know, what's good with you? What do you do? You know what I'm saying? I'll be chilling. That was his response to me. Not what I do for a living. He said, I'll be chilling. And then, you know, we start talking about children or whatever. Yeah, you know, bitches ain't shit. This is his response to me. Man, I tried so hard. I said, yo, you got to get my mans on the show. You got to get this nigga on the show. My boy was, every time this nigga kept talking, my boy would lean back behind his back and be like, doing the cutthroat sign, like, yo, this guy's going to hurt your head. And it did. This guy became a lab rat so fast. But he was a handsome brother. So he gets all kinds of attention. He's a nigga that you walk into a club with and the bitches be like, right to him. Right to him. And they will get everything they're asking for. And here's the funny part. All 5 of his baby mamas, they all knew about each other. 1 knew 2, 2 knew 3, 3 knew 4, 4 knew 5. All of them know each other. The last two are still sleeping with him, and he's engaged to get married. Short little chubby chick that worked for sanitation makes great money. And I hope she understands that once she ties a knot legally, all that child support that he owed, it becomes her problem. But he's just so drop dead gorgeous. But he's that 16%. Now, those women are all mad at him. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, they're all mad at him, right? So what they're going to do? They're going to keep fucking him. Chase that tingle, man. These women love these bad boys, man. And then when they do what bad boys do, they claim that there's no good men out there. And now they're done with us and mad at Passport Brothers, but they're running the sperm banks and they're still complaining that there's a lack of black sperm. What kind of fucked up? I'm moving to the moon, yo. I'm done. This is fucking ridiculous. This is crazy. The real estate is better. The air's cleaner. Mac and me. Remember that shit? I'm gonna be up there with the aliens. Some bullshit. This is stupid.
Bro,
I can't believe this article.
Women, the thing that most dudes don't get, especially the nice guys, that's why the term nice guys finish last exists. Because most dudes, especially nice guys, refuse to accept women for who they are. They refuse. They feel like because I'm a nice guy, I have a good heart, I bring flowers and candy, and I come home every day the same time, I don't cheat. They think that woman is going to respect them and honor them and be loyal to them. But in reality, women like assholes, okay? Not a complete asshole, but 25% asshole. If you can be 75% nice guy, but you need an element of asshole to yourself. You need an element of danger to yourself to keep a woman excited and interested in you. You bring your ass home every day the same fucking time, you become boring very fast. You understand? You disappear for a few hours, get her heart racing. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna give out too much game on that situation because I don't want people knowing my tactics.
Hey, 78.
What you say, brother?
I say 78, bro. All right, so a lot of people don't know this, right? Like, I've been having a podcast since like 2016. I got like on Facebook, I got like 700,000 followers, right?
Yes, sir.
A lot of people don't know that. So I've been interviewing men for years, because I created a space for men event. And bro, 78, this is a fact. This is not nothing I'm making up, bro. 100% of men that's been married that came on my platform that I interviewed that told me they've been cheated on are great men. I'm not saying
absolutely.
I'm not saying don't be a good man.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that I noticed, bro, is they paid 100% of all the bills. Now, watch this.
Good guys.
Now, watch this. Now, am I advocating for men not to pay all the bills? It's not what I'm saying. But I kind of, as I kept doing interviews, and I realized that all these men that kept getting cheated on while they were married had something in common. I'm like, it started getting to a space where when a man told me he got cheated on, I say, bro, did you pay all the bills? They'd be like, yeah, I paid all the bills. So, 78, what do you feel? What do you think it is? Because I know you spit a lot of game. Me and you got a similar background. I'm not proud of some of the stuff that I did in my past. I'm not proud of it because I've grown from that. Living a certain lifestyle.
Right.
But what do you think is the reason why every time a man comes on my platform that's married? Now, these not boyfriend, girlfriend. These are married men.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Saying that they've been cheated on, that they paid all the bills. Now, let me say this before you interject. In my opinion, bro, I think of it, and I could be wrong. I'm not even saying I'm right. It's kind of like you spoiling your kid and giving them a car versus you letting your kid work hard, save up their money, and buy their own car, because they're gonna treat it different if they purchase their own car versus you giving them a car.
Right,
And
right.
I feel like there's something that's not clicking about a woman not having no skin in the game. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's living off the land. She's just there. She's existing. She's not adding to the pot, because you gotta be real, bro. Some men, I was talking to one of my boxers today. He's a professional boxer. I'm not gonna call his name, right? And he told me, he said this, bro, I have to have a woman need me. I said, bro, I don't want to be with a woman that need me. Now, you might disagree with me, 78, but me personally, I don't want to be with a woman that need me, because at the end of the day, I'm a man's man because I was raised by my grandfather, right? So I do believe in being a sole provider. But at the end of the day, I still want a woman to add in some shape, form, or fashion. Because I'm not, bro, I done seen, this is true story, bro. I done seen a million dudes work 16, 14 hours a day, and the woman complain about the man not spending enough time with them.
Yes, sir.
But then if the man didn't have no money, that'd be
Yep.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, damn if he do, damn if he don't. You want to spend more time, but you want this man to be a sole provider. But to be able to be a sole provider, he got to work 14, 16 hours a day, because 78, everybody ain't got it like me and you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So for the men that are financially stable, okay, you good, but you're not thinking about that man that's out here working every day, that got to work 2 jobs, that's away from his family, that's away from his kids, because everybody ain't got it like us. So I do have empathy, because guess what, 78, I used to be there though. I'm not gonna act like I always had it all together. I'm not gonna sit up here and be arrogant like that, because I hadn't. When I was 31 years old, bro, I was making $1,200 a month. That's a month.
Right, right.
10 years later, I'm retired. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My 8-year-old son got more money than most grown-ups. That's a fact.
Right.
So it's like, I empathize with men that are still building, you know what I mean? And still trying to become who they are. And I've seen the way that women have treated them. So I'm not saying for men not to be sole providers, because that's what my granddaddy raised me to be. That's what every man in my household is. But at the end of the day, I do believe you gotta have some form of experience, so you don't be a simp and you get messed over too.
Right, right.
But go ahead, Stephanie.
Yeah, I absolutely understand what you're saying, and I tell people all the time, like, and my wife works because she wants to work, and I'd rather have her work. We try having her sit at home, and that shit too stressful for me, because they become too needy. Where you at all the time, and they need all this attention. They want to be around you all the time. So she works. However, I believe the head of the household, the man, should be in charge of the finances. So my wife, her money comes to me, and I pay the bills. I give her an allowance, a weekly allowance of what to spend from the budget. That's just how I run my household, right? So now, her family and other people might disagree, but they motherfuckers ain't married. Fuck them.
Yep.
So now,
Yep.
so now the thing is this: whenever we need something, whenever she want to go on vacation, whenever it's something we need, we can always get it, because I'm responsible with the money. So now, to go back to what Blu-ray was talking about, why these guys who are the sole providers, why they end up getting cheated on, absolutely correct. Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you what the mistake they're making. And this is where people are going to disagree with me on. Remember I talked about the 25% asshole. This is what works for me at my household. I'm not telling nobody else this is what you should do, because everybody can't get this off. The woman always has to be a perceived threat. You understand? there has to be a perceived threat to her losing you to someone else. The moment you become undesirable to other women, where you paying all the bills, she at home all the time and she doing this and doing that, she got all this time to think and plot and plan and look at other motherfucking dudes, right? You become boring. The moment you're not attractive to other women and there's no perceived threat, she starts slacking on her game. So I always let my woman know I love you. I honor you. You my woman. You my queen.
But I don't need you.
But I don't need you.
Fact.
And she knows that because when everybody know I got OnlyFans. What people don't know is my woman records a lot of my OnlyFans footage.
Hello.
She's in the room recording. She sees these women. She knows it. The only reason I'm faithful is because I choose to be. The moment I feel like it's a girl I want to fuck with, she trusts me anyway, because if I want some pussy or something, I tell her, and whatever. That's my personal business, right? But we all good on that end. But the thing is, she understands this, there's a perceived threat at all times, so she's on her toes. Okay, if she saw me coming home every day or same time, same routine, we fucking in the same position. I come home, I get in the shower, I lay on the couch with my flip flops and watch the game, watch Sports Center. That becomes very boring. You understand? So what I do is I keep my woman on her toes to keep her feeling young, fresh, and excited about this relationship. So if I'm gone, early today, I was gone. That's why I couldn't make the show earlier. I'm gone. I'm taking care of business. I'm with another woman. Not fucking this other woman, but taking care of business. And my wife knows that. But she also knows there's a possibility that something could happen. So when she's happy when I come home, she's happy when I come fuck home. Okay? So then I say, hey, baby, have a drink with me. We have a glass of wine. We talk about our days, shit like that. Boom, boom, boom. I give her some dick, and we good. We have a happy relationship. That's what works for us. You know what I'm saying? Might not work for everybody else, but that's what works for us. Back in the day, when I used to try to be the Tyler Perry movie ass nigga, and oh no, this, we always had problems, arguing all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? And all this old stupid shit. And I was a fucking nice guy. I was a good fucking man. The moment I activated my inner asshole, all problems went away. All problems went away. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I know a lot of sisters gonna disagree, because that's a hard thing for a woman to admit out loud, but women like assholes. That's why you say, oh man, why she with this dude? Or why she fucking with this dude? So to go to what Blu-ray was saying, the reason why them guys, nice guys, get fucked over is because they remove the threat to the woman. She's no longer concerned. She thinks she got this man wrapped around her finger. Oh, he come home to me. He taking care of everything. He good. Woo woo. See, my woman would never get caught saying no shit like that, because she's afraid. Not in a punk ass way, but she knows, okay, my man is desirable. My man got money. My man got shit going on. He got properties and shit. There's other bitches constantly around him. If he choose to, he could leave me. I don't want that. So let me make sure I'm on my A game, right? And that's what she does. She's on her A game, and that's why, you know what I'm saying. And the shit I got going on my wife, I would never leave my wife. You know what I'm saying, unless she, of course, she betrayed me or some shit. But other than that, I'm good. You know what I'm saying. I don't got none of these issues a lot of these dudes be having. Me and my wife have problems. We talk about it. You know what I'm saying. We argue, whatever the fuck case may be. We work that shit out that night. We don't go to sleep with anger. We don't leave the house with anger.
Yeah, you don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We discuss it. We talk about it. We come to some type of resolution. She have to yield, or sometimes if I'm wrong, and I know I'm wrong. See, I don't let my asshole get to the point where I can't acknowledge if I'm doing some bullshit. So if I know I'm wrong, I'll acknowledge that, apologize, so we can move on from the situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's how my shit works. But I understand exactly what Blue Ray said.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna put you on some game real quick. I was watching, I forgot, it was a show, and I don't know if these women were Palestinians, they were from Iran, but it was kind of like that area, right?
Right.
They were talking about the whole poly situation. So the women were saying that we do believe in monogamy, but we do believe in poly too. And they were saying that how sometimes if a man is struggling, a group of women to get behind one man just to build that man up. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't never heard nothing like that. I was like, these women in America ain't trying to hear that.
Well, a lot of women in America will do that. The problem is everybody label them whores and stupid bitches. Oh, you stupid. Oh, you whore. Oh, you doing this, doing that. And a lot of them is in the church doing it for their pastor. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them is you know what I'm saying, doing it for a pimp or whatever. So at the end of the day, those women do exist. It's just that a lot of men bypass those women and shun them because they might be lacking in certain areas and they might need a little knowledge. Some women require you to teach them. They might require you to spend some time and educate them and bring them up to speed because their mamas and daddies didn't do a good job of teaching them shit. So a lot of them is behind on a lot of information. But they want to support a man. They want to support a man. They want to believe in you and rock with you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? One day go ahead, brother.
You giving out a lot of game, and you know I've been very I've been trying to find the right time to do the poly show because there's a lot of gems that a lot of people won't know, they can't identify with. I know some of the women, if they're quote unquote traditional, well, I'll question how traditional they are, and then I'll inquire about their families. And let me say this. I had 2 grandmothers, and I didn't realize what the fuck was going on until I was about 12. I said, wait a minute. Grandma, and then Vernell, around the corner, whole other family, and Grandpa, wait a fucking minute. One of those minutes.
Right.
Everybody got along. Everybody got along. And when I got older, me and my brother was talking like, yo, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? And my mom never spoke on it. My dad knew what time it was. But my grandpa Willie, God rest his soul, it was more than him just holding. It was what he brought to the table and what my 2 grandmas brought to the table. Because we never saw anybody fighting. Everybody got along. 2 families.
Right.
2. And Vernell lived right around the corner. Literally around the corner. I said, oh shit. A lot of explaining. You know, but I'm gonna pump my brakes on the poly show because I think that's a very in-depth conversation. And to me, it's very beneficial. It's very, very beneficial, especially in this day and age. Look, we're adults. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off it. I don't believe in that old saying 3's a crowd. I don't believe in that. Times is hard. The economy's crazy. Fuck 3's a crowd. I think the more the merrier. Imagine having 3 incomes in the household. The ends will be meeting like a motherfucker. You purchase one house, then buy another property, stack your chips, get investment properties. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
3 minds thinking alike. You see, we're adult, man. Sex is just a benefit. But get to the business and get the work done. You work hard and play later. You understand what I'm saying? See, when you bring that to American women sometimes, depending on the woman, they'll be like, oh no, what the fuck? What the fuck? I ain't had no two. Okay. Y'all don't know y'all don't know how much money you need to be fucking retired and sitting at home. Shit is real out here.
That's right.
You understand? So I'm gonna do the Poly show. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you listen. That's gonna be a kicker for the ladies. That's gonna be a kicker for the ladies because you know, upon first having a conversation about it, you know, women will be some women reject it, but you'd be surprised how many women be like, yeah, you know what, this makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of women are with it. They're afraid of the opinions of other women. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't want to be seen as being stupid or whatever, but the women they trying to impress, they fucking dudes who got 3 and 4 women, and they sitting there arguing and all this dumb shit, fighting and pull up bitch and all that dumbass shit, when you could easily have a situation to where y'all gotta understand it. You know what I mean? If you it wouldn't be no sperm shortage if you was honest with your goddamn self and said, you know what? All right, this is your man. He also is a man of means. He's a man I can trust. He's a productive man. Sure. Therefore, I can allow him to have another woman and be okay with that because I know he's gonna take care of his business. Now, a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people are stuck in this belief system that one man, one woman type of shit, and that's just population control shit, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. But that's all it is. But at the end of the day, cool. One man, one woman. If that's some men, all they need is one woman though. Some men, that's all they need. Because to have multiple women, I'm telling you right now, you need patience, bro. You cannot. This is not. It sound cool. It sound like some player shit, but
it's work, man.
It's some serious work, and then on top of that, dealing with their emotions, dealing with their jealousy at times, dealing with you know, they want, well, you was just with her, you know, and you know, come over here, all that kind of old bullshit, or well, I washed the dishes already 2 times in a row, and she said she was sick when it was her day, and I did it for all that. It's like dealing with almost like dealing with children. So you have to have patience. You know what I'm saying? It's not no easy shit to do. It's not for everybody. It's for people who got the means to take care of multiple people, and people who have the patience to deal with it. Just like having children. Not trying to compare women to children in that sense, but what I'm trying to say is, you know, you find yourself with 3 kids, and these kids all got to eat. They need diapers. They all got different personalities and shit. You can't just walk away. Oh, I ain't got time for this shit. Motherfucker, go to the car. No, you have to deal with this because you a father. And if you're going to be a husband, you have to deal with this. If you're going to be a man of the house that's leading these women, you have to deal with that kind of shit that's going to come. Everybody looking at the sex part. The sex part is cool and everything like that, but, you know, you get used to that very fast.
Yes, you do.
It don't become exciting anymore after about 5 times, you know what I'm saying? After about 5 times, you know, you get your little rocks off and shit, you know, you got them in the bed together and shit and all that kind of shit. First of all, you never last as long as you want to anyway. It never happens, you know what I'm saying? It's just in your mind. In your mind, you know, you gonna go for 2 hours and shit, but it never lasts that long. You know what I'm saying? You can't never do all the shit you want to do. All that porno shit in your mind. You know, it don't. Look,
no, it don't work like that.
It don't happen.
No. You know, nigga. Bro, I was ready to pop the weasel like 2 minutes into it because I was just looking at shit. Like, what the fuck? This is happening? You know? I'm talking about when you first in a comfortable situation, it's like, yo, this is happening and I ain't got to bullshit. I ain't got to make no lies. It's like, It's in the crib. I'm good. And it's like, uh-oh. You gotta close your eyes and look up and not look at all the fun happening down here. You're like, oh God, it's it never happens the way you want. Like the second or third time, you get a little more control over that shit.
You get used to it quick.
Yeah.
Bro, when I was in Dallas at the meet and greet month August, and I had these strippers in the room, right? And they sisters, these little Dominican chicks. Now, one girl sat on the goddamn the little, whatever you call it, the Optima, what you call that little chair, the little round chair. She sat on that shit, right? And she bent over doggy style. Now, I got all this shit I want to do in my mind. Like, yeah, I'm finna fuck this shit out of her. Her sister got behind her, spread her sister's ass cheeks, and spit down her sister's ass. And see, watching it on porn and doing it in reality is different. So now she do this. She spit down her sister's ass. Put my dick in, and just the thought of her sister spreading her own sister's ass, it was over. 3 minutes tops. Over. I was mad as hell. I was mad enough. I was like, man, this is some bullshit, man. What the fuck? Like, hell no. I need a redo. You know what I'm saying? You don't never last as much as you want to.
Hey, 78. 78. Hey, bro. You got situations like that, you got to cheat, my boy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, I hit your phone tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you how to cheat.
Yes, sir. Let me know something, brother.
Bro, a whole lot of coconut water.
Nah, trust me. I got some next level stuff, nigga.
You got to spill the beans because
I'm not gonna get a game on here, brother.
No, don't do that. But my best performances be 48 hours after leg day.
That's when your testosterone peaking and shit.
I'm the absolute Hulk in there. I come in there like Hulk Hogan, and it's over. Everybody's just I destroy everything. And the chicks is sleeping. For real, man. But yeah, man. This is what the ladies are missing. We're real men here. Y'all want to go to sperm banks and shit? What the fuck's wrong with y'all?
That's ridiculous, man.
12%, only 12% of dudes is there, and y'all still, man. Y'all better fucking get it together. But you know what? I think next week I'm gonna do the poly show, man. I think that'll be fun. And I'm gonna try and get some shorties on the panel, just specifically for the poly show. You know what I'm saying? And it won't be sisters from the community. They too scared to get up in here, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Look at Love is a Word. She said, why is it always us women that want more and you guys can't? Oh, shit.
Well, the thing is, the lovely love is the word. The thing is, see, this is how I work. I don't know about nobody else. But with me, if it's one woman and situation is going good, I'm fine. I'm gonna be good. Now, if it's some super freaky porno shit, I'm a pervert, so my mind starts working overtime. My mind starts telling me all this shit. Man, you gonna do this? Then you gonna do this to the bitch? Before you know it, by the time I get in there, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Now, once I get that first one out the way, you in trouble. You tell you that right now. You let me get that first one out the way. Sometimes you know what I'm saying, I pull some bullshit. Like, sometimes I do some shit like this. If I know it's getting too good for me, sometimes I'll just get up and change positions. You know what I'm saying? Suck on a girl titties or something like that. Recoup real quick. You recouping. You know, she think you just giving her foreplay, but I'm recouping. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes I might get up and go to the bathroom and act like it's some type of other issue going on, but I'm really recouping. You know what I'm saying? Then I come back there and give her the drama. You know what I'm saying?
78. But a lot of women don't want to be accountable because sometimes we not attracted to y'all like we think we are.
Yeah, sometimes
sure.
that happens.
So and then sometimes, like you meet a chick and you think it's about to go down, and she don't start off with no head. You like, man, what is this? What are you doing?
Man, I don't walk.
Let me just go. Hey, let me just go and get you out the way. I'm not like, cause sometimes, like for me, right, where I'm at in my life now, right. If I meet a new chick that I'm attracted to, I'm an incredible hook. But if I've been smashing you for a while, I got to be connected to you emotionally or mentally, because it got to be more than just, sex with me. If I'm smashing you all the time,
right.
If I meet you on the first day and I want to smash or something like that, it's a whole nother level. But if I'm hitting you all the time, it got to go to an emotional level with me, because I'm a sensual guy and every guy is different. I get past just to smash you. Like, I'm a very sensual guy when it comes to intimacy, because as I've gotten older, now I'm 40-something, my mind different unless I just meet a chick on the go. It's totally different if I'm hitting you all the time. But if I'm hitting you and you take your clothes off and you're not fine as I thought you was, then I might not want to go hard. I might want to get it out the way. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've been in situations, shorty be like, how you want to finish? I'll be like, yo, this how I'm going to finish.
Bukaki.
Right on your face.
You know what? The thing with me, because, like I said, I'm a freak motherfucker. I'm a pervert. Like, I love a woman's body. I love her smell, all that kind of shit. So my thing is this. Some women will fuck it up because some women will smell a perfume or a body spray in the store, and they smell it in the store, but it don't fit your body, your natural body scent. So I advise all women. I'm sure most women do this, most grown women, but the young bitches, you gotta tell them shit like this. Like, just because it smell good in the store or it smell good on your arm, don't mean it's gonna smell good on your pussy when you've been walking around for 2 hours. So what you need to do is smell your panties, okay? Because every woman I deal with, every single woman I deal with, she has to be able to taste her own pussy. If you're not tasting your own pussy, I'm not eating your pussy. What's wrong with your pussy? You don't want it? Because if I play with your pussy and put my hand on your mouth, I'm expecting you to suck it. If you ain't sucking on your own pussy, then I'm not putting my mouth on it, because something wrong with it.
You know what's dangerous? I'm looking at Love Is the Word picture. She'll lay you down. She'll lay it down in the bedroom, and when you nod off, you wake up and you start smelling what she cooking in the kitchen. You start smelling that mac and cheese and that turkey wing, turkey leg, and she bring it to you on a plate in the room, in the bed, and now she done gave you that good loving, and now you got mac and cheese, some greens, and a turkey leg on the plate, and she handed you the remote so you could watch the game or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're done for. It's over. It's over. See, Love Is Word. Look at the picture. She got that picture. I'll get you. She got the picture. Look at that. Look at that picture. I'll get you.
Love Is the Word got a few tricks up her sleeve. She ain't
yeah. I ain't fucking with her.
No, I think I know what them tricks is, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Love Is the Word got some tricks up her sleeve. Absolutely.
Lord. Oh man, well this was dope, man. Thank you guys for pulling up. Yo, if y'all available next week, I don't know which day, but I'm definitely gonna do the Poly show. I'm definitely gonna do the Poly show because I've been holding that in the holster.
Yes, sir.
The hidden carry. That's look at Bumpy. I've been drinking.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Love Is Word can cook. I can tell she can cook. Yeah, she yeah. Dr. Mark. Let them know how they can find you, good brother. Let them know how they can find you, OG. You there?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, Drew.
I said, yeah, let them know how they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Mark Stearns, all one word. And I'll put my link in the chat.
Yes, absolutely. My brother, JC.
Yo, man, it's been a pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure to finally be on the panel with the general. It's been a pleasure to finally meet Blu-ray, man. You can find me on every social media, JC Storyteller, all one word. Also, jcstoryteller.com, and that's where you can find me. All social media, YouTube. And ladies, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna pass the book, and it's just for me. Stop getting mad at that man if he busts fast. That might mean you got some good shit. If a motherfucker stand in your pussy for an hour, you may have some trash down there. And that's all I got.
Oh, shit.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, we definitely gonna get on this Poly show next week, man. My brother Blue Way, man. Let them know they can find you, bro.
Follow me on YouTube at Hard Truth Blue. Hard Truth with a STRUTHS. Hard Truth Blue. And Blu-ray Fitness on Instagram.
And the man that needs no introduction, the head of this LDBC thing, the General. Everybody in here follow the General.
Salute, man. I appreciate you having me on, bro. And salute to the panel, salute to the chat. Thank y'all for joining me and joining us. And absolutely, JC, man, I want to co-sign that. Any woman that's bragging about her man can go for an hour, your pussy is trash. I'm just telling you that right now. Either that nigga snorts cocaine, or he wearing 2 condoms or some shit, cause or your pussy just trash. Like, there's no way. Like, I don't give a fuck how in shape you is, how much stamina. Good pussy is good pussy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody fucking constantly for an hour. Now you can do other shit. You can do foreplay and all that stuff that equal up to an hour, but actual fucking pumping and sweating, yeah, pussy trash. You know what I'm saying? Unless you on that yayo.
Yo, on that note, I'm gonna pick a date so we can do the Poly show, man. That shit's gonna be so dope. Yo, man, we're gonna catch her on the rebound, man. This shit was fucking dope, man. Much love to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App. Share this shit, man. We out of here, man. We gonna see y'all next week sometime. Peace, y'all.